Okay, let me go. Okay, wow. That's fun. Hello? Okay. Let me just, while I figure out what's going on with the laptop. So I was saying that I finished, I'm using my phone now to share this story. It's better. I think can be taking it from the laptop. So I graduated and I started looking for a way. And I was around, it was hustle in Lagos, moving around. What happens to everybody happened to me. And what was that? Being broke. You make money, you are broke. You make money, you are broke. You start a hustle upon hustle. You make money, you're broke. You make money, you're broke. You come back, you struggle. Until something divine happens. When you pray to God to lead you to your destiny, He walks around it. When you pray to God to lead you to your destiny, He walks around you. He walks around it. In the year 2000, that millennium bug, I had a divine connection. And that divine connection was very simple. A Jewish prophet came into my life. He lived in my house in Lagos for 9 months. He lived in my house for 9 months, 9 whole months. After he lived in my house. I took care of him, did everything I could do. But something happened. He left for Israel. After I left for Israel, he did not contact me. He just stayed away. Occasionally, then there was this land phone that we were using then land phone, you call. Occasionally, he would call my house phone. He called my house phone and just say, hello, Tony, how are you doing? I said, I'm fine. Then in the year 2007, he invited me to Israel. He invited me to the state of Israel. And my ticket, everything was paid for. And I flew to Tel Aviv. I had everything figured out. The Jewish people, there's a way they do their things. Everything was all figured out. Right? And I came into the hotel and invited me to a house in Tel Aviv in Israel. Now, that was the moment. They sat me down and told me that they invited me here to reward me for my being nice to a rabbi. They said they rewarded me for being nice to a rabbi. All right? I said, okay. And some of you will be shocked at the figure I will mention. Some of you will be shocked. All right? They said to me, we would have been able to give you $20 million in 2007. But if we give you now, you will be broke again. Say Joris, a Jewish prophet, told us that you make money in Lagos. Occasionally you are broke. He looks at you, while you were taking care of him at home. But it's because you don't have a secret that our Father, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, gave to us. So, okay, you give me $20 million, I'll be broke. How? I asked. Then I said, you don't believe? They pulled up from a drawer and brought out documents of 5 people. And they gave their names. And guess what? They were past lottery winners. They were past lottery winners. The least amount that each of them won, was $110 million. $110 million. That was the least amount. So they now said that our boys, that's they were saying that our boys, Jewish people, run the lottery operation all over the world. That all these people, we track them, they are all broke. That if somebody that won over $110 million, they're all broke in less than 10 years. $20 million, said Tony, you'll be broke. The only thing we'll do is that we're going to teach you something. Something that our Father taught us. That's what we'll teach you. And they gave me the secret. Now, what's the secret? They said, when you go back to your country, do not look for contracts. Don't look for contract. Look for, they called it system and strategy. Long ago, 2007. They said, look for any strategy. They used to give me full disclosure. Look for any strategy and the system. That word system was there. That will involve people using their 3 T's. And they quickly cut in and said, the T's do not stand for Tony. The first T stands for time. The second T stands for treasure. And the third T stands for talent. That was it. And I went back to Nigeria. Being close to a sitting president of Nigeria, right? I moved away from contract because every time I kept on saying, God's children told me to look out for something, a system and strategy. I kept on looking. I wasn't seeing anything. I wasn't seeing it. I kept on looking. But anyway, when my friend, Captain Chike Okuba, in 2019, August, when he sent a message to me, he said, Tony, I have recommended you somewhere. Have they contacted? He used the system. He came to see me in the hotel in Abuja where I was. And after we had a drink, he now said he had recommended me. So he followed the system. And before then, he said to people that were to call me, he said that be very careful when you are calling this fellow, because he might argue with you. He will argue with you. I know him very well. Just be very careful. All right. But when they called me, I didn't argue because, I respect my friends a lot. That's me. I respect my friends a lot. All right. I respect my friends a lot. So I didn't argue. All right. I was fine. So when I got to the place then, the hotel in Otaku. When I got to tell Otaku, as they were talking, I sat close to the door, really. And truth be said, I said, if they do anyhow, if they talk anyhow, I will move. Say they do anyhow, they talk anyhow, I will do what? I will move. That was it. But from doing anyhow, talking anyhow, yours truly is here today. All right? I am here today. I'm here today. I saw something. The moment I saw it, I just kept quiet. I said, wow, this is what I look for. Now, 12 years from 2007 to 2019. 12 years, I was losing hope. I was losing faith. This thing they said I should look for, will I ever see it? Now, I saw it. Thank God. And yours truly is here today. Doing what? Because when it was selection time, of course, I was ready. It was a vision. When my friends, the Israelis, God's children, said, look out for something, of course, I had no choice. I was looking, I was waiting, watching all the time. And I saw it. So that is my journey. My vision was something I was looking for. And it came my way by divine purpose. Because I kept on saying in prayer, Lord, lead me to my destiny. Lord, lead me to my destiny. I kept on saying that prayer. And here I am today. All right? So when you see me moving the way I'm moving, you now understand mine is coming from somewhere. You might say, follow come, but that's where it's coming from. All right? Mine is coming from somewhere. Okay? So, of course, my journey started. I need to share this story so that some of you understand why we do what we do. All right? That's why we do what we do. Yeah. Okay? This story, I don't think I've ever shared it in this manner before, but this is a true life story. A true life story. Okay? It's my story. So I cannot go against a vision that was revealed to me and I am pursuing. That's why I cannot do any other thing. I traveled to Israel. They said, go and look out for this. And that's where I am today. That's where I am today. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is me today. And that is my story. Okay? That's my story. That's why Dr. Tony Akabuno, when you see they say, I am resolutely unstoppable, that's the reason why. Because of my story. Okay? So I thank God for showing me this project through the La Buena Vida project. I thank God so much for showing me this project because I go nowhere at all. I go nowhere at all. This is where I am. I'm not going anywhere at all. All right? So the training of today